Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson. We are back with another VeVe and Ecomi video, and apparently I don't learn my lesson since the last time I did one of these videos. I have not secured another rebound since then, but here we go for round two. We're about to jump into it again and give away all the secrets. And actually one of the homies on YouTube actually does the exact same thing that I did. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna show you all this part from his video. Then we're gonna see some of the other stuff that I do. I'm gonna mention some of the other stuff that I do as well. So that being said, sit back and relax. The Disney drop's coming, so let me go ahead and screw myself for this drop even further. And yeah, be sure to drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, turn on notifications so you stay updated with everything going on. And yeah, let's jump into it. So first off, all the links you'll need is down below. I do have a little Amazon store down there, so you can see all the items I need. All the items that I use. You can see all the items I use for my Omi, Ecomi stuff. If you're interested in YouTube, you can see all the stuff that I use for YouTube, and you can also see some books and stuff that is some pretty good reads. So that being said, the links to all this stuff is down below in the description. But first thing, if you don't know this already, I do use Ethernet to iPhone. I have not done a drop without using Ethernet to iPhone, and I don't know how long. So keep that in mind. I like that connection, even though I have better internet connection and speeds and stuff sometimes with my Wi-Fi. The ping isn't as good as when I use my Ethernet. So ping is king. Like, just remember that. Like that should just be the saying when it comes down to these drops. Ping is king. Your ping is going to determine if you actually secure a drop or not. It's not your internet speed and stuff like that. I've seen people with like 800 and 1,000 speeds and stuff like that. Doesn't matter. If you have a freaking 30 ping, still no chance. Like, yeah, your internet's way better than mine, but my ping is only like around the 13. My ping is it stays between a 10 and a 13. So, and I struggle to get drops at times. So you might want to take that into consideration if you look up and you don't have like the strongest ping situation going on. You might want to do something about that, because I struggle, and apparently in America we supposed to have this huge advantage. So yeah, but anyway, let's jump into this part. This is actually the technique that gets done. Shout out to the Gale, as always. Be sure to check out his channel down below. Let's get it.
Okay, so this is the first of 3 drops I'm going to show you.
So before we jump into his tutorial, be sure to check this out. So right here, this on the iPhone. I'm not sure about Androids, but on the iPhone, I go right here between the notify me button and this little column right here, because sometimes I accidentally will click that. So you want to be sure where your hand is. Like about right here is this is the exact spot that it pops up. The buy now button pops up exactly right here. So you kind of want to be spam tapping right here to secure the drop initially. Don't hit the notify me button, obviously, and you can't hit the arrow, but yeah, right here in this little spot, that's the sweet spot you want to be spam clicking initially.
How to do Galegate. So this is the initial part where you press the buy now button when it shows up. This is not it. This is the initial purchase. So this one I messed up on. I hesitated for some reason, even though I knew where the button was going to be. So now I'm going to begin to go back and forth into the page, and this is how we start the rebound tries or attempts. So for the blind box drops, when you go back and forth into the page, I noticed that the sold out button is in the same spot. It's stationary. Normally you would have to scroll up and down to see the buy now button, but for this one it's in the same spot. So what I do is I start tapping before I even get in the page. So if the buy now button ever shows up for me, I'll be already tapping in that spot. So right now I'm just going back and forth and I'm tapping the sold out button. You probably can't see it, but
and what I do is I actually spam. I stay spamming that button, but I notice that sometimes I can't see what it says. So obviously I'm assuming because I don't get rebounds, I haven't gotten a rebound. I do this, but it never pays off for me because the buy now button never pops up because I don't get rebounds. But this is what I do every single time. So what I actually do, I kind of go over a little bit away from being exactly on the buy now button, so I can see if it says sold out or if it says buy, to make sure that my hand actually hits the buy button if it says buy. So I kind of move it over so you can see. So you don't want to be covering up the whole button because you won't know if you hit it or not. And I don't want to, one thing that I noticed, when you spam click way too fast, sometimes it takes even longer for the click to actually register. So this is why I've been testing out a lot lately, just clicking the button once and not spam clicking as much as I usually do. Now on these drops, it works perfectly fine, especially for the initial one. Now after that, I just like, for regular drops, I like to just press the button once at this point in time, because I started to notice, like, if I'm spam, I'll tap the button 3 or 4 times and it won't pop up until the 4th time, when if I hit the button once, it pops up immediately. So I don't know why it does that, but yeah, it's a weird thing that happens sometimes. So make sure you can see, you can see the sold out button, and you can see if it changes to the buy now button. That's the biggest tip that I have.
That's what I'm doing. I'm tapping the sold out button. So when the buy now button shows up, just like it did right now, you're automatically gonna hit it. Because sometimes, like, you get caught up in the momentum of going back and forth out of the page. You will go back into you'll back out of the page without even hitting the buy now button. I know some of you guys have done that. I've done it multiple times,
and that's what I'd be scared of happening to me. I'd be scared that I'm gonna back out without pressing a button. So that's why I always make sure I'm on the buy now button, even though I know that it should automatically hit. I'm not gonna take that chance on missing a drop that I actually want to get. So yeah, make sure you're hitting that button.
And it sucks. So with this method, all you have to do is keep tapping that same sold out spot. So yeah. And for this purchase, I actually got the ultra rare. So you can get the ultra rare on a rebound. So never, it pays to be persistent.
One thing that I will say as well, keep your composure. I know, like, doing one of these last drops, I don't remember if it wasn't the last drop, it was the drop before last. I got a bunch of errors. It didn't even show me that it was taking them. No, it was this last drop. It didn't show me that it was taking the money out or anything. I didn't see any change in my gems. I kept getting errors. Like, the thing popped up like 5 times and I pressed buy like 5 times and it just was not working. So like, I couldn't tell when it was processing, when it took the gem so I could click out and go for another one. It was just a bad experience. So I thought about getting on Twitter and adding the developers or hitting somebody up like, yo, what is going on? And like, it's not working at all. But luckily I stayed consistent through it. I stayed doing it. I'm like, okay, let me just keep trying to get at least one. Then I look up at the end of the drop, I had 5. So sometimes they have some weird bugs where it looks like it's bugging out and it looks like you're not buying something, but you actually are. So you just stay consistent, like keep going, stay persistent, and you may be surprised that even when it says you didn't get nothing, you might look up and have like 5 of them, because that's exactly what happened to me. Now, that being said, that's kind of dangerous since I couldn't see the gems leaving my account at first. Because, I mean, could I have went into the negative there? I don't know. Like, maybe it would have really, like, the error message would have really been real where I couldn't even, I couldn't get it real. So, I don't know.
And keep trying sometimes. So this was for the What If Spider-Man drop. I got the ultra rare on the rebound. So let's move on to the next drop. Okay, so this one was for the Captain America What If. 2 hours, or about on the same day as the Spider-Man drop, about 4 hours later. And this is also a blind box drop. The buy now button appears.
Sweet spot right there. Always look for that sweet spot. That sweet spot.
Same day as the Spider-Man drop, about 4 hours later. And this is also a blind box drop. The buy now button appears after the time runs out. And I actually got this one on the first try. So we're gonna make that purchase real quick and wait for that to go through. Okay, so we secured that bag. Now you know what time it is. It's time for Galegate. We're gonna go back and forth out of the pages. And like I said, that sold out button, well, it's not really a button, but the sold out, words right there, that's what you want to click on. And you go back and forth out of the pages and you just click on that. You keep tapping that sold out sold out button right there, and you just keep going back and forth. And if that buy now button shows up, you'll already be tapping it. So just like right there, I got another rebound because I was tapping it and it showed up and I was already tapping it when it appeared. So another successful rebound, 2 in the same day. Now I used to could never get the rebound. Well, you know, it's been hit or miss. Sometimes I get them, sometimes I don't. But to get 2 in the same day, that was unheard of for me. So I thought, hey, I might have something here. So I'm gonna show you guys one more drop, and so we can know that it's real. 2 orders pending, as you saw.
And I can confirm that it's definitely real. Even though I have not secured a drop doing this myself, it's the exact same technique that I use. Actually, I probably secured one at some point, but the latest ones, like, I don't get rebounds, so that's kind of annoying. But I mean, needless to say, it is something that I noticed, that the button just stays there, and I go for it every single time. It's just, and actually, no, the button does pop up and I hit it, but by the time I hit it, somebody else has already bought it. It's like, that's what it is. It's like, I'll get the rebound opportunities and somebody else bought it before I get a chance to. So even if it pops up, like, it just pops up as an error. The buy now button be there, it pop up and you get an error. Like, that's annoying. It's really annoying.
Okay, so this is the last drop I will show you guys, and this is the Day of the Dead USPS stamps drop that happened today. So I was able to get one on the initial purchase, which I was happy about, of course. So we're gonna wait for that to go through. I might just speed it up or fast forward. Let's see. Never mind. It's gonna show up in a second. Here we go. So I try again and it was not successful. So I figured I would just start backing out of the page, because normally, let's see, hold on. Okay, yeah, so it does this reserving order, or so I would have kept trying to hit that buy now button. But once it says, okay, there it is, the sold out button showed up. So now I can't tap that buy now button anymore. So that's when I decided to go back and forth out of the page per usual. So you know the drill. Once you go back and forth out of the page, you know the sold out button is in the same spot. So all you need to do is, once you enter the page, just start tapping that same spot. That's all you got to do. So
yeah, so there we have it, man. As you can see, it works. It's worked for him like 3 times successfully. This exactly what I go for. That's what I try to hit. This is the most effective way to get these type of drops. So we have some coming today. We have one coming today. Obviously, the Frozen Elsa is coming tomorrow, and I'm assuming that they're going to be announcing today whatever's coming out after Elsa tomorrow. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Be sure to drop that thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn on notifications, and yeah, I'll catch you all on the next one, yo. Peace out.